Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to keep yourself safe from COVID-19. As in the previous module, we discussed about the factors affecting the climate of India. So, here in this module, we'll discuss about some more factors which affect the climate of our country and as well as that will understand mechanism of monsoon. So let us see the Indian monsoon. Or you can say we are going to discuss here about the mechanism of monsoon. So as you know that climate of India is strongly influenced by the monsoon winds. There is reversal of monsoon winds seen in our country. Like in winter season, the monsoon winds are coming from northeast to southwest, and in summer season, that winds are moving from southwest to northeast. And here these winds are turning, taking a left turn because of this Himalayan mountain and the very strong low pressure area developed in this region. The sailors who came to India in historic times were one of the first to have noticed that phenomena of monsoon because they could reach to India with the help of these monsoon winds only. And while going back again, they were taking help of these northeast trade winds. They benefited from the reversal of wind system as they came by sailing ships at the mercy of winds because that time the steamers or the motor boats were not available, or you can say ships were not running automatic, so they were running with the help of winds, the using that, that yacht is there. The Arabs who had also come to India as traders named the seasonal reversal of wind system monsoon. The monsoons are experienced in tropical area roughly between 20 degree north and 20 degrees south. So to understand this we can see the world map. See that 20 degree north and 20 degrees south. Here equator is there. So 20 degree north of the equator and 20 degrees south of the equator. Between these two, that monsoons are experienced. So to understand the mechanism of monsoon, the following facts are important. So what are that facts? First one, the differential heating and cooling of land and water creates low pressure. Differential heating and cooling of land and water. I hope you may have studied in your science that there is difference between heating and cooling of solid and liquids. So the same theory here you have to apply, that solid is land and the liquid is water. So you know that land is heating and cooling faster than water. So this makes a difference between pressure condition over the land part and the water part due to heating and cooling. On landmass of India, while the seas around experience comparatively high pressure, means there is difference when the landmass is experiencing low pressure, so that time uh, water body is experiencing high pressure. Here, like you know that India is surrounded from three sides by the seas and ocean. So because of this water body, There is differential of pressure condition experience between this land part and the water body. The shift of the position of intertropical convergence zone in summer over the Ganga plain. This is equatorial trough, normally positioned about 5 degree north of the equator. So to understand this, we have to see that map and video. So it is also known as monsoon trough during the monsoon season. Monsoon trough is the strong low pressure area which develops over uh, a region where, due to very high temperature, the strong low pressure area develops, and that causes upper movement upward movement of air. So let us see that intertropical convergence zone means that ITCZ shifting. You can say monsoon trough. The you know that Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer is there. Between this, there is a equator. So this monsoon trough is shifting from south to north and north to south according to change of season. So in north, when this is going, so up to the 25-degree maximum it is reaching, and when it is going, so up to 20-degree south of latitude it is reaching. So with the help of this video, you can understand in more clear way. So let us start this video. See, this earth is rotating on its axis. So when this rotation is there, you know that this is a orbit of this earth revolving around the sun. So when this position is there, so this face is front of sun, and there is daytime, I mean summer season. If you see this at this position, you can understand here ki at this position the upper means northern hemisphere will experience more bright sunshine, means that time in the northern hemisphere, means this position will be there, that intertropical convergence zone will be shifted toward the north at this time. And when this earth revolve on this path and will reach to this position, so you can see ki how the bright sunshine is seen the downward this part. See, now the lower part will be experiencing bright sunshine, and here this position will be there. So wherever this tropical convergence zone is there, so upward movement of air is there, means upward movement is there, and that is moving toward the tropics, both the tropics. So as the different months passing over, in this video you will understand how this ITCZ is changing the position. See, at this time this ITCZ is near the equator, or you can say in the southern part. As the time passing, so this is shifting. See how it is shifting toward the north. When this time comes June and July, it is maximum, means near the Gangetic plain it is observed. And again as the time passes, this is moving southward. So this way this ITCZ shifts according to change of season. So with the help of this video, I hope you may have understood. in more clear way this ITCZ? This climate also of that different places wherever this ITCZ is moving, so that areas are receiving the good rainfall condition, and that places are getting the green, or you can say due to rainfall better vegetation cover or crop production is seen. When this is southward, so these places are there where good rainfall occur, and that means wherever this is these line are showing that equat means monsoon trough means very strong low pressure area shifting toward north and then toward the south. So this way I hope you may have understood. So let us go back to our previous slide. This ITCZ, you can see the definition of this. The intertropical convergence zone is a broad trough of low pressure in equatorial latitudes. This is where the northeast and the southwest trade wind converge. Means northeast and southwest, both the winds are, you can say, meeting these places wherever this ITCZ is seen. Because of this ITCZ, you we have discussed that there is a strong low pressure area, and when there is strong low pressure area, there is upward movement of wind. Are you sorry? Upward movement of air. So this convergence zone lie more or less parallel to the equator, but moves north or south with the apparent movement of the sun. Means there is change of earth position with respect to earth, so there is change in the sun position over the earth. So according to that, this ITCZ is changing as in this video visa here. The presence of high pressure area east of Madagascar, approximately at 20 degrees south over the Indian Ocean. The intensity and position of high pressure area affect the India's monsoon. So presence of high pressure area east of Madagascar. Madagascar, where is Madagascar? So you can see here in this place the Madagascar. East of Madagascar, east means this these areas in the Indian Ocean part, that strong low pressure area, the intensity and position of high pressure affect the Indian monsoon, because as much as the high pressure will develop here, that much stronger monsoon wind will reach to India will and will cause good rainfall in the rainy season. The Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau is this part. You know this area is Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau get intensely heated during summer, which results in strong vertical air current and the formation of low pressure over the plateau at about 9 kilometer above the sea level. So when there is a very high temperature observed due to the bright sunshine during the summer season. So low pressure area develop. Usually this is a cold desert part, but due to summer season means bright sunshine, the temperature of this region also increases, and there is also a low pressure area develops, and that helps to Indian monsoon come with a stronger means a strong monsoon come to India. And you can say here vertical movement of air also starts, and this is helping to Indian monsoon. The movement of westerly jet streams to the north of the Himalayas and the presence of tropical easterly jet streams over the Indian peninsula during summer. This also causing better monsoon in India. When these westerly jet streams are shifting toward the north of Himalaya. So when these are shifting toward the north of Himalaya and presence of easterly jet streams are they seen over the Indian this subcontinent, you can say, are the southern part of India. So when these areas are influenced by the easterly jet streams and the westerly jet streams cross the Himalayan mountain and blowing north of the Himalayan mountain, so that time these monsoon winds are getting a better scope for developing clouds, because that time when the jet streams are not present in our country, that westerly jet streams, so that time these monsoon winds are easily reaching to India and cloud formation occur. If these westerly jet streams would be present over India up to the, usually they are present up to the 20th June, so there is a arrival of monsoon in this part is not seen. Means as slowly they leave our country from the beginning of June month, so there is burst of monsoon in our country. So that all depends on these jet streams shifting toward the north of Himalaya from south of Himalaya to north of Himalaya. So this way these are also playing a very important role in causing good rainfall in our country or in development of good monsoon in our country. Now, another phenomena is El Nino Southern Oscillation. So there is El Nino effect also seen over India. So it has also been noticed that changes in pressure condition over the southern ocean also affect monsoon. Southern ocean, these are southern ocean. So there some changes occur, and that specific type of changes are related to these ENSO, El Nino Southern Oscillation. So let us discuss more about this. Normally when the tropical eastern South Pacific Ocean experience high pressure, this area, tropical eastern South Pacific. In this map, actually this map is not satisfactory. The map is this map will help you to understand. Okay, this, as this sentence is saying, that when tropical eastern South Pacific Ocean, tropical eastern South Pacific Ocean, this part, Experience high pressure means temperature is there lower, means colder, there is a cold current in this ocean part. Peruvian coast is this, and due to that cold current there is high pressure in this area. And the tropical eastern Indian Ocean experience low pressure. Tropical eastern tropical eastern low pressure means area experienced here experience low pressure due to high temperature, because here warm ocean current is effective this time. So when this condition is there, this is a normal condition, and due to this it is providing a boost to develop low pressure area in this region, and that time good monsoon reaches to our country. But in certain year there is reversal in the pressure condition, and the eastern Pacific has lower pressure. Eastern Pacific. Now this part of figure you can see that Eastern Pacific Ocean experience low pressure. Why? Due to high temperature. And this is taking 3 to 5 years in changing this position. So those certain years, and the Eastern Pacific has lower pressure in comparison to the Eastern Indian Ocean. Eastern Indian Ocean. So there this condition is observed. So this periodic change in pressure condition is known as Southern Oscillation or SO. And because El Nino effect is attached to this SO, so that El Nino effect is, so as here given, this is El Nino years, means El Nino years are those years when the Indian monsoon you can say are weaker, and when the normal years are there, that years good rainfall occur in our country, that years strong monsoon reaches to India. One more concept is here, the difference in pressure over Tahiti, Pacific Ocean region. So Tahiti is a here one place, and Darwin in northern Australia, Indian Ocean. So there is one place here located, is computed to predict the intensity of monsoons. If the pressure difference were negative, so difference is taken from Tahiti to Darwin. So if negative means whatever here if high pressure is there and here low pressure is there, then difference will come negative. So it would means below average or late monsoon. So this is a one concept taken from these two places pressure difference. A feature connected to this SO is El Nino phenomena, as here little bit I discussed you, in which a warm ocean current that flows past the Peruvian coast, this Peruvian coast, cold ocean current. Actually, this is not cold, but comparatively colder than this part. So that warm ocean current during the El Nino years, warm ocean current moves Warm ocean current that flows past the Peruvian coast in place of cold Peruvian current. 2 to 5 years, every 2 to 5 years means generally there is cold Peruvian current, but after 2 to 5 years there is warm ocean current flowing here, and during these years here the strong low pressure area develops, and due to this here high pressure area is observed, and that years are not good for Indian monsoons. So the changes in pressure conditions are connected to El Nino. So hence the phenomena is referred as El Nino Southern Oscillation. As this is periodically changing, so we can say it is a oscillation, southern oscillation, because it is existing in southern part of the world, you can say. So let us see one video to understand what is happening in this El Nino effect. See, there is Pacific Ocean and warm ocean current. So when there is warm ocean current near the Indian Ocean, so that time good rainfall occur in those areas. So that La Nino also you can say, and when that rainfall does not occur, so that are El Nino. And some years there is neutral, no effect is seen. See, normally trade winds are blowing over here from this area, the cold to warm ocean current. So that years good rainfall occur. There is a warm ocean current, so upward movement of air is observed, and these airs are again coming back to this part, and it is believed that slowly it is warming this area's ocean water also, and after certain years this completely reversed. So this is a La Nino condition when there is good rainfall occur in these areas, nearby areas that India also lying in this part. See, the good rainfall means cloud formation occur and rainfall occur, flood condition, snowfall, good monsoon. But slowly this warm ocean current shifting from this area to this. And now see this condition is there, that upper air circulation is seen at different places, and slowly it is shifting toward eastward, and those years are El Nino. So good rainfall occur in these areas, but these areas are drier. So this is about El Nino. So these years also we are experiencing El Nino, and because of that comparatively lesser rain is observed in our country. So I hope you have understood this. Thank you student for today's topic, and we'll meet in the next module with some more topics from the chapter. Thank you, have a nice day. Revise these chapters. Okay, thank you students.